Hi friends, this is Manish Joshi and today we'll discuss Impressionism. This literary movement of late 19th century talks about impressions. This is why it has been named as Impressionism, friends. The movement Impressionism talks about the impressions formed in the mind at a particular moment. And because of that impression, we react or respond to a thing or situation in a particular way, friends. We all may react differently being kept in the same situation. What I feel in a particular time might be different from what you feel at that point of time. All depend on the construction of our mind. This is why Impressionism doesn't talk about objective reality, but it tells us about the subjective reality. Like realism, it doesn't focus on the external reality, rather, it keeps its focus on the personal impression of an individual, or we can say it keeps its focus on the inner perception of reality. So there is a great difference between realism and impressionism. Realism is more related to external world, while impressionism talks about what is going on in the character's mind at a certain point of time. In a way, we can compare impressionism to the flash of light, because no object has its own color. The color is formed on our retina because of the reflection of the light. The reflection of the light might be different depending on the kind of surface it falls. And that surface is our mind. And everybody has been blessed with different mind, so everybody reacts in a different way, friends. Now the question arises, what do the impressionistic writers do? Impressionistic writers change facts into feelings. What they do? They change facts into feelings. They will not capture what a camera captures. Rather, they will capture what is going on in their character's mind, friends. A camera may record a rain scene in the following way. The rain is falling outside, the sky is growing darker and darker. Raindrops are falling loudly on the roof. But the impressionistic writers will tell you the same scene in completely different way, and they will tell you how this scene was felt to the melancholic character of theirs. The loud rain might feel to him like weeping sound with tears, and the black sky might seem to him like the black ghost of miseries coming to kill him. This is the difference between what a camera captures and what an impressionistic writer captures. Now let's understand the origin of the term Impressionism. The term Impressionism has been taken from French painter Claude Monet painting exhibited in 1874, friends. And in literature, Impressionism came as a movement in 19th century, and it completely rejected the idea of realism. Realism shows objective reality. It shows a thing as it really is, or it appears to be in real form. On the other hand, Impressionism shows the impression or influence made on a thing because of which it appears to look like in the present form. Realism talks about one reality, but Impressionism talks about subjective reality that varies person to person. Suppose there is a scene that you and I see together. That particular scene makes one kind of impression on my mind, and the same scene may make completely different impression on your mind. So we can say Impressionism talks about the impression created on observer's eye or mind at a particular moment. Here we can compare it with a flash of light on a particular thing. Key features of Impressionism are subjectivity, sensory or momentary details, ambiguity, stream of consciousness. Now let's discuss major impressionistic writers: Arthur Symons, Oscar Wilde, and Walter Pater. These are the famous poets associated with impressionistic poetry. Walter Pater is known for his Renaissance studies in art and poetry. Oscar Wilde's Impression du Matin, and Arthur Symons is known for his cities and silhouettes. Oscar Wilde is known for his fiction work also, and one of his fiction works, The Picture of Dorian Gray, is also an example of impressionistic fiction. And other fiction writers are Henry James and Joseph Conrad. Henry James is known for his The Portrait of a Lady, and Joseph Conrad is known for his Heart of Darkness. As Impressionism movement is partly associated with the stream of consciousness, so we can put two more writers in this category, James Joyce and Virginia Woolf. James Joyce shows the impression of the hero Stephen in his novel Ulysses and a portrait of the artist as a young man, while Virginia Woolf writes about what is going on in Clarissa's mind in her famous novel Mrs. Dalloway. With this, I end today's lecture, friends. The quiz related to this has been given in the description box. Keep loving literature and stay tuned to E-LITT Manish Sir ki classes.